Hi, welcome to Cbfu from the shop for the week of July 1st, 2015. We're in a new month and we got 4 new books for you.
Yes, we do.
Why don't you start off?
You start off. I'll start. I'm going to start with, this is Battle World. We're still in Battle World. Thank God. This is Red Skull #1 by Joshua Williamson and Luca Pizzeri. Joshua Williamson, as you might know, has done some really good work at Image. He's done Birthright, Nailbiter, Ghosted. Some really good stuff at Image. And this is his, pretty much, he did a short story in one of the Battle World books, but this is pretty much his first mini-series for Marvel. And it's a nice start. It's a nice start for him. I wasn't a fan of the art. The art, I think they could have picked a better artist for this. They've had better artists in a lot of their other books. So I wasn't a fan of the art. But the story is interesting. It's an interesting group of characters, and basically it's a group of characters, sort of like the Dirty Dozen, who are summoned by Doom to go beyond the shield and see if Red Skull survived, because he was put beyond the wall for fomenting rebellion against Doom. So they want to know if he's alive or not. And it's a good start. It's a good start. I like the group of characters that he's chosen to work with, and I enjoyed it. What do you think?
No, I think it was good. I think Josh Williamson's a really great writer. He's been just at Image, and everything I've read from him has been really solid. So I'm really excited that he's coming to Marvel, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later too. But this was a good book. Again, I don't like the art either. I agree with you. I thought some of the character choices were a little weird, but they're it seems like they work together well. The art is the only main issue I have with the book. I think it's one of the stronger Battle World books. It's not one of the strongest, but it's definitely one of the strongest.
It's one of the I would say mid-tier ones.
Yeah, high mid-tier.
And and the art does hold it back from getting, I think, a stronger score.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is good. It's a fun book.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a fun book. I would give it probably 6 out of 10 Lugos. I would probably give it more, but the art holds it back, I think.
I like it a little better. Yeah. But, what are you gonna do?
Nothing you can. I raced it what it got.
I can't edit things.
You can't. Oh God, he can.
Barb Wire #1 from Dark Horse. It's a new Barb Wire #1. Barb Wire, you remember the movie with Pam Anderson? There was a Dark Horse series way back when.
Well, that was a while ago. They might not remember that.
Well, it exists. You can look it up. I never really read the book, but it's about a bounty hunter, a woman bounty hunter, and it's alright. It's okay. It's not a bad book. It's just not like it doesn't jump out at me. It doesn't make me want to read the series. That's the worst thing I can say is it doesn't grab me and make me want more. The art's pretty good. I like the artist, Patrick Olive. I thought he was really good. I think he did some SpiderMan work back in the day. But it's alright. It's just not great. Yeah. What do you think?
I would say the same thing. Barb Wire's not a character who's ever grabbed me she's never grabbed me. My life is tough. But it's never a character I really got into. And this is an okay #1. It's not a great. If you're not a fan of Barbed Wire, I don't know if there's anything in it that's really going to make you want to be a fan of Barbed Wire. Yeah, that's the only problem I think.
The cover's really good by
Amadeus. Amadeus does great female covers.
Yeah, you might want to argue that's just a cheesecake character, but the interior art is not that cheesecake. So that's that's got that going for it.
No, this isn't like a Frank Chow book.
They're trying to make her a strong female character, which is good. I hate there's this trend that's to try to make Twitter everything hashtag this is trending, and it's in the dialogue, and people don't talk that way, and they shouldn't talk that way. But and somebody said twisted because they're drunk or something, and it's just I don't know. It's just they're trying too hard. So that I also don't like. I'd probably give this 4 out of 10 Lugos. Yeah, not a fan.
Okay, our next book. This is a new Image #1. This is We Stand on Guard. This is by Brian K. Vaughan and Steve Skroce, who's back doing a monthly comic, which is exciting. He used to do. He was the storyboard artist for the Matrix movies. He did a bunch of Wolverine stuff, XMen stuff in the Cable in the 90s, I guess. And this is a good #1 issue. I don't think. The only problem with this is at this point, Brian K. Vaughan, you expect so much from him. The first issue of Saga was so great, and it just immediately grabbed you and made you want more. This, I don't think, is as good as that. And maybe not as good as some of his other one issues. But I did enjoy it. I liked it. It's basically America attacked Canada. This takes place in the future. And this is years after that attack has happened, and now there's a small Canadian rebellion trying to overthrow the American robots and everything. And the art by Steve Skroce is really good. Yeah, I enjoyed seeing him back in a regular comic book.
Yeah, his art's changed. It's a little less stylized. It's a little more real than it used to be. I don't love it. I liked it towards the middle of his career. I thought was where he peaked. In the book, again, you're thinking Brian K. Vaughan, you're thinking the top shelf quality, and it wasn't as good as some of his other stuff. I don't like, Canada, whatever, Canada. I mean, Jeff Lemire has a love for Canada that really shines through in his books, if you read some of his independent stuff. And, like, I get that. I feel like this, I just feel like, it's Canada just because, I don't really have a love for Canada. But, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I did like it, and I would recommend it, and I would read more. But I just wasn't as huge a fan as I thought I was going to be because it's Brian K. Vaughan. That's the main thing going against this book is who's, like, his name's on it, know? And you hold him to a higher.
You expect more. Yeah. You expect more. But I think it was a good first issue.
Yeah, what would you give it?
I would give it 7 out of 10 Lugos.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Last book of the week, before we go to something else, is Secret Wars #4. I mean, come on. Like, we review like Jonathan Hickman books, and we always pretty much love them, and this is no exception. This book is halfway done now, and it hasn't let up. It's still as good as it was at the beginning. The art's amazing by Asad Rabik. If it's going to be delayed because of it, so be it. I'd rather than not put a fill-in artist. The story is excellent. The dialogue is excellent. Some shocking things happen in this issue. It's an awesome book. This is the best event I've read from any company in maybe ever, but definitely since Blackest Night from DC. Definitely for a long time from Marvel too. It's the best thing that's going on right now, and I can't. I love it. I love it.
The only problem, this isn't a problem really, but I mean,
it's not coming out again tomorrow.
That is a problem. It should be weekly. It can't be weekly.
It should be daily.
But at this point, usually towards the halfway point, like there's some weak issues. So far, there has been no weaknesses in Secret Wars. And man, there's 4 more issues left, and it will be so disappointing if he doesn't stick the landing. If not, each issue is. So far, I think each issue has been like better than the one before.
I don't know. I just think they're all amazing quality. I think.
But I mean, if he doesn't stick the landing, it will be the biggest disappointment.
Yeah.
I
would be very surprised if he didn't.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised if he didn't. I have like a fear because of the new slits that came out that they're just going to go back to the status quo for the most part, which worries me. So I don't know how strong the ending can be. But again, I love it. Right now, it's amazing.
And if anyone doubted that this is not a Fantastic Four event, this is a Fantastic Four event.
Yeah, no. This is amazing. This is the best book I've read in this is the best series I've read in a long time.
No, it's really, really good.
I'd give it 10 Lugos, but I'd probably give it higher. We'd give it 1 sack. That's what the new rating was from B2B. 1 sack at pint would be the new rating.
And Asad Rabik, his art, I mean,
it's beautiful.
If he is being rushed, it doesn't show at all.
Not at all.
It doesn't show because each page is beautiful.
A lot of artists do show when they're starting to rush, but this guy is just.
You can see it's like, oh, he's good, but you can see he's like these pages are rushed.
So
but this
now.
every panel
is art. It's so good and like so many shocking things. Like you're gonna be surprised. You're not ready for this. It's big. It's a big book. I would, 10 Lugos.
Yeah, I would agree.
No question.
I would agree.
No question. And I'm glad I read this one. The last book I read was this because none of the other books would hold really a candle to it. So like that's it. And then what we have next is Marvel is killing it with books. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Tony's not here, so nobody can disagree.
Yeah, no.
And on top of the quality of the books that are just so good, their promotional materials are amazing.
Yeah, no.
Before we get to because we're going to talk about the book that you can get at stores when you come into the comic shop. It has all the new Marvel books coming out in October.
After Secret Wars.
But look at this. This is a free thing that you can get when you come to the shop while supplies last. It's this little. It's a heavy piece of. It's heavy.
Yeah.
But it's nice quality. And it's like all these characters that you would see on the variant covers, like the action figure variants, and it's all the ones that were on the arc, and they're like game pieces. You pop them out, you put them on the stands, and it's just. This is free, and Marvel's giving it to you.
Do you know why? Because Marvel loves you.
It's just like, they're just giving this. I mean, they don't have to. Secret Wars is good enough. But they're giving you this free thing, which is really cool. And I'm just make mine Marvel, you know? And speaking of Marvel, let's talk about what we have next.
Yeah, this is the Marvel. They made a free preview magazine.
Yeah.
And these are most of the announcements of the books coming after.
It's not everything.
It's not everything.
We talked about that because
I've talked to Mr. Brian Michael Bendis and he made some promises. So
there's no Defenders book listed, but there's going to be a Defenders book theoretically.
There's no Black Panther.
There's no Black Panther. There's no this guy from the 1800 book.
Yeah, Red.
I don't know what his name is. I don't know. You're being racist.
No. So his name has Red in it.
Let's go through the book.
Okay.
Invincible Iron Man by Brian Michael Bendis and David Marquez. David Marquez's art,
Yeah.
top notch. Brian Michael Bendis is one of the best creators when he's at the top of his game. When he's not, what do you think of this one?
I think it's gonna be good, and I'm looking forward to it. They were the team on Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales for a while, and I think I'd be disappointed if it wasn't really good.
Yeah, no, I would too. And I think Iron Man needs a little kick in the ass. I'm tired of superior Iron Man. I don't want Tony to be a dick. I don't want him to be a villain anymore. I want Tony to be a hero. I want him to be, as good as he is in the movies, So I'm hoping for the best, but expecting mediocre. We'll see. A-Force #1 is a continuation of the Battle World series. It's going to be by G. Willow Wilson and Victor Ibanez. And All New Avengers #1 by Mark Waid and Mahmoud Asrar. And Adam Kubert is also going to be doing some of the art. And that was in the free comic day, especially to see that team. And it's a young team. It's Ms. Marvel. It's Ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's Sam Alexander's Nova. It's the new Thor. It's the new Captain America. It's Iron Man. And it's and Vision, and it's just it's a weird team. I wouldn't love the free comic day, especially.
Yeah, no, neither did I. But I'm hoping for Mark Waid. I mean, Mark Waid when he's great, he's really, really good. His Daredevil, his original Flash run.
Yeah.
So when he's good, he can really, really be good. Hopefully, this will be good and better than what we got at the free comic day special. A-Force. I've only read the first issue of A-Force.
And A-Force #2 comes out this week.
But that is a really good first issue. So hopefully, it'll be as good when it comes back to whatever the new Marvel universe is.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping that too. What do you got next? What is this, Isaac?
This is Uncanny Avengers. By Jerry Dugan, and Ryan Stegman.
There you go.
And this seems to be like Steve Rogers' Avengers team. Because it looks like Steve Rogers and Falcon Cap. Falcon.
Sam Wilson.
Have split ways.
Yeah.
They're disagreeing over something that happens in the 8-month period between Secret Wars and whatever comes next. So this seems to be Steve Rogers' team.
Yeah, definitely.
It's got Deadpool in it.
Yeah,
people love Deadpool.
It's like a lot of the Uncanny Avengers characters, like Rogue and Brother Voodoo. Spider-Man's on this one. Quicksilver's costume is the worst costume I've seen in recent memory. Look at that. That's terrible. But I like Jerry Dugan a lot. He's his Hulk run was one of the best books I've read in a long time.
And he also Infinity Gauntlet.
And his Infinity Gauntlet has been really good. So yeah, I would give that I would definitely looking forward to that. Then we got New Avengers.
Yeah, New Avengers and Ultimates, both by Al Ewing.
Yeah.
Al Ewing's been doing some great work for Marvel, so they're really putting
Avengers, Loki.
a lot of
really
faith in him.
Yeah.
And I mean, this Ultimates team has Galactus.
Yeah.
So
I think they win.
I don't know.
They just win.
I don't know why Galactus is on this team, but I think that's awesome. That's amazing.
Again, this looks like Al Ewing did Mighty Avengers. This looks similar to the Mighty Avengers team. It has Blue Marvel.
Yeah, it has a lot of the Mighty Avengers team.
I forgot her name. Photon,
and but it also has Black Panther and America Chavez and Captain Marvel.
I'll tell you, New Avengers, I'm looking forward to a little more than that because we got Hulkling and Wiccan, Songbird from Thunderbolts hasn't been in a while, Hawkeye and
Squirrel
Sunspot and Squirrel Girl. People like Squirrel Girl.
I don't like the art for New Avengers.
Gerardo Sandoval.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of his art.
I don't really know his art too well, but I'm looking forward to that book.
Oh,
Doctor Strange is Jason Aaron and Chris Batchelor.
That I'm looking forward to a lot. I've wanted a strong Doctor Strange run for a long time. Usually Doctor Strange are just like minis and everything. Yeah. But I hope Jason Aaron can take a nice long run at Doctor Strange. I hope it's as good as other stuff has been.
Yeah, me too. Captain Marvel is going to be taken over by Chris Anka on art and some of the writers of Agent Carter. So that should be pretty good. They're giving both these characters high profile. They got movies coming up.
Yeah, no. And I think it's going to be something with her in a space station, sort of like a sword
situation.
Yeah,
she's going to be like, the first line of defense, I guess, against the aliens. Let's go a little quicker.
Okay.
Sam Wilson, Captain America by Nick Spencer and Daniel Acuna.
They don't look happy with each other.
No, they look like they're having a rift, like a schism of their own. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to that because I got a little tired of Rick Remender's Captain America. Yeah. I'm not upset. Well, Nick Spencer's done a great Ant-Man and a great the Spirit Foes was really good.
We also got the new totally awesome Hulk. We don't know who he is. We can speculate.
Probably Amadeus Cho.
Probably. It's by Greg Pak back on Hulk with Frank Chow for at least 2 issues.
Yeah. So that's cool. I mean, Frank Cho is going to be... His deadline's not...
No, his art's great, but I don't know if he can do an ongoing series. Yeah. Mighty Thor, #1 is the same creative team that's been doing it. Jason Aaron and Russell Dauterman. And
no reason not to like it.
They've been really good.
Still good.
Scarlet Witch by James Robinson and Kevin Wada. I'm not a big fan of James Robinson.
And
sometimes it can be good, but
more miss than hits.
I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know if the Scarlet Witch series is really something that I'm interested in reading about.
Ms. Marvel, same creative team, and it's a really good book if you want to give it a shot.
It just looks fun. Even that picture looks fun.
Illuminati's by Josh Williamson.
We just did a review about it. He did the Red Skull book.
He's got an evil Illuminati coming up with the Hood and Absorbing Man, the bad Ant-Man character,
Mhm.
and a couple other characters. I'm looking forward to that just because it's Josh Williamson.
Jeff Lemire and Ramon Perez are still on Hawkeye with the new Hawkeye #1.
Yeah, and it's a different Hawkeye. It looks like an older Hawkeye.
Yeah. So there might be some
Logan.
that maybe Secret Wars
Some stuff carries
repercussions.
over, yeah. Ant-Man and Once a Criminal is the headline.
Same
It's-
creative team.
Yeah, it looks like they bring some of the villains in from Superior Foes, and Nick
Yeah.
Spencer's done a really good job on it so far, so I would keep with that. Vision. Tom King does Grayson. Grayson's a great book, and Marvel took him from DC, or at least borrowed him for a little bit, so that's something to look forward to.
Contest of Champions, also by Al Ewing,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, they're giving a lot of books.
Good,
But Contest of Champions is based on the phone video game, and I don't know, there aren't many good video game adaptations.
Nah, it's tough.
But we'll see.
I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man, Dan Slott's still on it. I'm not a...
He's going international, though.
He's
right?
going to be like James Bond.
He owns a
with his
company,
I
and
know.
he's leaving Miles to New York, and he's
Yeah.
going off to
I
with his
don't know.
spider buggy.
I don't know. I would have rather a different creative team. Carnage #1, Jerry Conway on writing, Mike Perkins on art. That's a really good artist, but I don't
That's a
really,
weird creative team, because Jerry Conway is an old
I
school
know.
writer. To put him on Carnage seems just very, very
I
weird.
don't know. Spider-Woman #1, same creative team as it was, but she's pregnant.
Who's the baby daddy?
That's-
That's what we want to know.
Spider-Man #1 is Miles Morales, and it's the same creative team.
Bendis
as
and
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Ficelli.
It's a great book.
That should
just
be really
definitely
good.
Spider-Gwen, same creative team. Silk, same creative team. Spider-Man 2099, same creative team. Web Warriors is the same creative team as Spider-Verse, the Battle
Yeah.
World book, which I didn't love. So I'm not really looking forward to that.
Daredevil #1 by
That could
Charles
be-
Soule and Ron Garney.
And Gambit's going to be his apprentice, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way. It could
Yeah,
be really great or it could be bad.
Yeah, but Ryan Garney is a perfect artist
Yeah.
for Daredevil.
Yeah,
I love
agree.
that choice.
I agree.
Bendis and Valerio Schiti are still on Guardians of the Galaxy with a new #1,
Yeah.
but it looks like
Rocket's in charge.
Rocket's in charge, and
Yeah,
there's a
Things
female Star-Lord and things there
Yeah.
for some reason.
I mean, Bendis hasn't been great on Guardians, so I hope it just picks up, you know.
Yeah, I think if he goes without crossovers,
Yeah.
he'll be much better.
No, I didn't read that.
What?
Drax #1 is CM Punk, but Colin Bunn's writing it with him. I didn't read that there was a co-art writer, so that's pretty cool. Because I don't trust a new writer like that right off the bat.
Mhm.
And Ed McGuinness will be on art for a few
No.
issues.
Cover artist.
Oh, cover artist.
So-
Okay, never mind. But yeah, no, Colin Bunn, that gives me a little more hope.
Yeah. Howard the Duck #1, it's just the same creative team.
Nova #1, I don't know who Sean Ryan is, but Corey Smith is a really good artist. He does Turtles.
Mhm.
And he's a really nice guy too, I met him at con. So I'd rather it was, what's his name? Richard Rider?
Mhm.
Maybe that is Richard Rider.
No,
but
I'm sure
that's
that's
probably
the
bad.
father,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was hope against hope.
Yeah.
Starlord #1, same creative team.
Yep.
And it hasn't been a great book, it's been okay.
Yeah.
Venom Space Knight sounds interesting.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
same
excited
writer
about
who does Silk, and
Yes.
Silk was a good, strong #1
and
star.
Ariel Olivetti's a really strong artist.
Yeah, I haven't seen him back in Marvel in a
No,
while.
it's been, but he's good. He's good. Should be good. Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's a bunch of different like supernatural. It's not even supernatural. It's a bunch of different like weird group lineup, but it's pretty good. And it has the assassin monkey, Hit Monkey. So Frank Barbiere, he's pretty good sometimes.
Yeah.
He's good on A-World. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Mark Guggenheim's taking over,
Mhm.
and I haven't loved that book, so hopefully that's better
Maybe.
than it was.
Uncanny Inhumans is with Charles Soule and Steve McNiven. They did
Mm-hmm.
the issue 0, and that was probably the best issue of Inhumans that we've gotten.
Yeah.
That was really good. I'm looking forward to seeing this, because also Beast and Human Torch are there for some reason.
Yeah.
Another mysterious pairing.
Karnak #1, Warren Ellis is coming back, and he's always good. I don't imagine it'll be a long run, but it'll be a good run probably. Best I can say for that.
Yeah.
Angela.
Asgard's Assassin. She's
Yeah.
going to hell apparently, and it's one of the writers from the original run, Margaret Bennett, and Kim Jacinto on art with Stephanie Hines.
Squadron Supreme #1, James Robinson, again.
Yeah.
And Leonard Kirk is a really good artist, so
Mhm.
has a good lineup.
Now for
too.
the X-Men books. Extraordinary X-Men #1 with
Looking
Jeff
forward to
Lemire
these.
and Roberto Ramos.
Yeah, that's really
exciting. And Jeff Lemire has done some really good stuff recently. I don't blame him for the Justice League United. Before and after
No.
that, he's been really, really good.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to the X-Men lineup, especially that one #1.
Yeah.
Uncanny X-Men by Cullen Bunn and Greg Land with like almost like a villain team up.
Yeah, with Magneto.
Except Psylocke in it.
Yeah.
So that
Colin
should be pretty good.
Bunn's been doing pretty good with Magneto and everything, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, they
And
got
then-
the original 5
Yeah.
back in All New X-Men with Dennis Hopeless, who writes really good young characters.
And Mark Bagley.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
artists, so I'm looking forward to that one.
Old Man Logan.
It's Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino, so it's not going to be bad. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
If you read Jeff Lemire's Bloodshot book recently, that's pretty much Wolverine, and that gets me excited. So that's pretty cool.
Then we got All New Wolverine. This is the X-23 book by Tom Taylor, who did the Digital Injustice for DC, which was really, really good. And he did Superior Iron Man, which is
good. It's just not. Yeah,
it was the best thing to come out of Access.
Absolutely.
So
it's really
that
good. And I'm excited that X-23 is going to be.
And Dave Lopez, who does really great female characters, is going to be the artist on that. Then we got Deadpool #1. Jerry Dugan is back with that, and Deadpool is back.
Yeah,
so that's
there's a lot of books. This is just like the first round
salvo of Marvel books coming after Secret Wars. So a lot of stuff to be excited about.
And you can get this in stores. You come to the shop, come to Manifest Comics in Bayonne, and you can get this for free as long as supplies last.
And it's really cool.
It's really good art too. So go get to the comic store and buy the books and get these freebies. This is really cool. Look at that. Yeah. Fuck DC. We review DC today because Marvel has everything. All right, bye.
Have a good one.